All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're looking at a project that's trying to fundamentally change how we build AI for production. It's called Kairos Flow.
So what is this all about? Well, the whole philosophy behind Kairos Flow is right here in this one super powerful idea. It's the Henry Ford framework for production AI. So instead of thinking of AI as this artisanal, handcrafted thing that's super unpredictable, I want you to picture a clean, efficient, and totally reliable assembly line. Okay, so why do we even need an assembly line in the first place? Well, it's because the way a lot of us are building AI agents right now, it's kind of broken. Let's talk about the problem of the God prompt. Now, if you've been working in this space, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that massive 3,000 token prompt that you stuff into a single agent, just hoping and praying that it understands the 10 different things you've asked it to do all at once. It's a single point of failure, and it's trying to be a jack of all trades. And the results? They're exactly what you'd expect. These giant prompts cost a fortune to run. The output is often this unpredictable blob of text. And worst of all, they are a breeding ground for hallucinations. You just can't build reliable, production-grade systems this way. It's a nightmare. This slide just lays it all out, the before and after. On one side, you have the old way, the monolithic agent. One giant prompt, unpredictable output, high risk. But on the other side, you've got the Kairos way. Multiple, small, atomic prompts. Validated, structured artifacts. We're talking clean JSON here. And the absolute game changer. We go from a high risk of hallucination to zero hallucination by design. It's a total shift from inefficient and expensive to hyper-efficient and low cost.
So what does this fix actually look like? Well, it is literally the Henry Ford assembly line, just applied to building AI. So instead of one agent trying to do everything, Kairos Flow breaks the job down into tiny, manageable pieces. Each agent has one job and only one job. The spec agent, it defines the task. Then it passes a validated artifact to the architect who designs the structure. That gets handed off to the coder, and then finally to a QA agent that certifies the whole thing. What you get at the end isn't a guess, it's a rock-solid, production-ready artifact.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. You know, the common approach is to just let the LLM figure it out, right? Just throw a big prompt at it and hope for the best. Kairos Flow says, no, that's not engineering. It's not about hoping, it's about building a predictable outcome every single time. So how does it actually pull this off? Well, it's not through some secret, clever prompting trick. This is about applying real, solid engineering principles. This is code, not magic. The secret sauce here is enforcement. Pure and simple. Kairos Flow uses tools you probably already know and love like Zod and TypeScript to define a super rigid schema. Every single piece of data that passes from one agent to the next must conform to this structure. There is zero room for error. And this is the key to its biggest, boldest claim: zero hallucination metadata. See, system-level data, stuff like timestamps or validation status, that's injected by the back-end framework itself, not by the LLM. The AI only gets to touch the actual output payload. That means it's physically impossible for it to hallucinate system data because it never even sees it. It's a brilliant, simple solution. Okay, I know, these are some pretty wild claims, but Kairos Flow has the receipts. We're talking hard data from real commercial applications. This is not a weekend project. First up, let's talk about cost. By swapping out one of those huge 3,500 token God prompts for 5 smaller, more focused 400 token prompts, the system saw an 88% reduction in token costs. That's just a massive, massive efficiency gain. So what does that actually look like in dollars and cents? It means you can run a complex 15-agent pipeline, especially if you're using efficient models like DeepSeek, for about 5 cents a day. A nickel. The economics of that are just staggering. And here it is. This is the most important number of all. Thanks to that engineered, structured approach we just talked about, the number of system metadata hallucinations in production is zero. Not close to zero, not almost never, zero, period. And this just proves it's not a theory. This whole framework was literally born from and extracted out of live commercial systems that are running right now in marketing and software development. It was built in production for production. So the next question is pretty obvious, right? This sounds great, but how much of a pain is it to get started? And the answer is, it's ridiculously easy. It's literally 3 commands in your terminal. You run an init command to set up the project,
You pop open one little JSON file to configure your settings, like your API key, and then you run it. That's it. Your assembly line is officially open for business.
Look, this isn't just about a new tool or another library to install. This is about setting a new standard for how we do AI engineering. It's a call to start building AI systems that are reliable, efficient, and predictable.
So really, the question is for you. Are you ready to stop treating AI like it's some kind of magic and start treating it like the engineering discipline it needs to become?
If the answer is yes, here is exactly how you can get involved. Head on over to the GitHub repository. First thing, and honestly, this is the most helpful thing you can possibly do, give the repo a star. It helps with visibility so much you have no idea. After that, dive into the docs, and of course, if you find anything, report an issue.
So that's our look at Kairos Flow. It's a fantastic project, built with a ton of care by Javier Ball, and it's truly powered by that Henry Ford principle. Go check it out. Thanks so much for watching.